life too much, and so I stepped in there to help adopt and raise. That's what I say. Evil is everywhere.
What's up, Mom?
Everything's good, baby. I'm here with you.
Yeah.
I love you.
I love you too.
Kimora Lee just blew the lid off a situation that's been boiling behind the scenes. And this time, it's not just Diddy in the hot seat. She's coming directly for his mother, Janice Combs, accusing her of emotionally scarring Diddy's twin daughters, Jessie and Delilah. And let's be real, the claims are wild. Insiders are saying Janice had those girls working like it was some type of prep school for the grown folks club, slowly easing them into environments and introducing them to men they should have never been around. That's not all. It said Diddy knew everything and still sat back like it was business as usual. Now Jessie and Delilah are reportedly so shaken, they're scared to even think about going off to college, high school graduation. It was a struggle just to get through it, but it gets even darker. With Diddy facing serious legal trouble and the feds ready to snatch up everything he built off that freak-off empire, Jessie and Delilah are now staring down a terrifying reality, being left out in the cold with nobody to turn to. It's that deep. But Kimora, she's not about to watch her best friend's daughters get tossed aside like trash. No way. Kimora's making moves, serious ones. She's coming for Janice Combs and demanding accountability. And word is, she might even be trying to gain custody of the girls to make sure they're protected. So what exactly did Kimora say about Janice and Diddy? And how bad is the fallout? Well, Diddy might be the one facing charges, but his whole family's under fire. And the internet's digging up everything. The spotlight is now on the Combs twins. And people are noticing just how hard all this has hit Jessie and Delilah. They've been showing up in court with their siblings to show a united front. But behind closed doors, it's a mess. Sources say this courtroom family display is nothing but a scripted show cooked up by Diddy's PR team to make it look like the family's holding strong. But the truth? Everything's falling apart, especially for the girls. Sitting in that courtroom and hearing every disturbing detail about Diddy's alleged behavior, it's traumatizing. Reports claim Jessie, Delilah, and even Chance had to run out of the courtroom at times, especially when a former escort took the stand and spilled graphic tea about what Diddy allegedly forced him to do with Cassie during his freak-off sessions. Can you imagine hearing those stories about your own father? That would break anyone. But for two 18-year-old girls who already lost their mom in a tragic way, it's crushing. And that's just part of it. What's really messing with their heads is the sick realization that this whole twisted world is what they were being groomed for. Sources say Janice stepped into the mom role after Kim Porter passed, but things allegedly took a dark turn. Janice wasn't trying to nurture them. She was reportedly molding them into something else entirely. While Christian got pushed to follow in his dad's controversial footsteps, Jessie and Delilah were allegedly being nudged toward a lifestyle that was way too grown for two teenage girls. And folks are saying Janice didn't just allow it, she encouraged it. It's a lot to take in, and people are demanding answers. It's not exactly surprising that people are looking at Janice Combs now that Diddy is facing intense legal battles. For years, there have been rumors that Janice played a big role in shaping who Diddy became, especially considering the extremely difficult environment he grew up in. Diddy, born Sean Combs, had a tough upbringing surrounded by crime and instability. His father, Melvin Combs, was known to be a major figure in Harlem's street life. Reports say Melvin was involved in serious criminal activity, which may have included violence. Diddy spoke about his father in a 2006 documentary, revealing that learning the truth about Melvin's lifestyle and his death while living that life deeply affected how he saw himself and his place in the world. While all of this was happening, Janice was trying to hold the household together. But there are claims that she struggled to create a stable environment for Diddy. Allegedly, she was strict and emotionally distant, even during times when he was getting bullied as a child. After Melvin's death, Janice worked multiple jobs to support the family, reportedly working as a teaching assistant and school bus driver during the day. However, some sources claim that Janice also took on additional work at night, with unconfirmed rumors suggesting she may have been involved in escorting. Some of these claims go further, alleging that young Diddy was occasionally present in the home during that time. While these accounts are not verified, they've fueled speculation about how early exposure to adult situations may have impacted his views on relationships and women. In past interviews, Diddy has opened up about being introduced to adult content at a young age, and becoming sexually active at 12, experiences that could reflect a lack of proper guidance and protection during his early years. Rumors have also circulated, without clear evidence, about the nature of Diddy and Janice's relationship being overly close in certain ways. These allegations resurfaced when a video appeared online showing Diddy kissing his mother on the lips while they were both receiving IV fluids, which he referred to as recharging. Some viewers found the interaction unusual, especially in light of prior testimony from Cassie that Diddy would use IV therapy to recover after intense events. Additionally, people noted that Janice wore white nail polish in the video, which Cassie had mentioned as part of a specific appearance Diddy reportedly preferred. While that detail might be purely coincidental, it raised eyebrows among online observers, given the context. Beyond all that, critics are pointing out that Diddy's legal troubles appear to involve not just him, but his children as well. His sons, Justin and Christian, have both been named in lawsuits tied to Diddy's conduct. Christian, in particular, is facing separate allegations that share similar themes to the larger case against his father. All of this has led to growing questions about generational patterns, upbringing, and the lasting effects of childhood trauma. While many of these claims remain unverified or based on speculation, the public's focus has now widened, and people are starting to look at the bigger picture surrounding Diddy's family and early influences. The saying goes, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree, and in this case, it landed right beside it. Sadly, Diddy's twin daughters, Jessie and Delilah, may have ended up caught in the shadow of their father's controversial lifestyle. There's been serious talk behind the scenes that Janice Combs didn't just step into the role of caretaker after Kim Porter passed. She also allegedly started prepping the girls to become assets to Diddy down the line. So when Jessie and Delilah reportedly ran out of the courtroom during intense testimony, sources say it wasn't just from shock, it may have hit too close to home. There's speculation that hearing those disturbing details made them realize how their own lives could have followed the same dark path if Diddy hadn't been arrested when he was, and even worse. Some say they may have finally started to believe the whispers about what their own mother might have endured, the control, the plastic surgeries, the isolation, the alleged abuse. For the girls, it was like the puzzle pieces were finally snapping into place, and the picture wasn't pretty. On the outside, it might look like Diddy's children are standing strong behind him, but insiders claim it's all part of a carefully crafted strategy by his legal and PR team, designed to present a united front. In truth, the vibe behind the scenes is very different. Word is the family's deeply fractured, and many of them are trying to distance themselves before things collapse completely. After graduating from high school, Jessie and Delilah announced they weren't heading to college, instead choosing to focus on their fashion brand and business ventures. But that move sparked questions. Was it really about ambition, or were they trying to stay out of the spotlight that college life would bring? Especially when other students might bring up their father's ongoing legal troubles. According to sources close to the situation, the last couple of years have been extremely hard on the twins, dealing with grief, pressure, and now public scrutiny. It's no surprise that college might not feel like a safe or healthy option right now. But in the middle of all this chaos, there's one person who's been a source of strength for the girls: Kimora Lee Simmons. Kimora was Kim Porter's best friend, and she's been committed to honoring Kim's final wishes since the day she passed. In her emotional tribute at Kim's homegoing, Kimora said, "At your homegoing celebration today, it became all too real that you are not coming back. I cannot stop crying, but I will be strong for you. Gone way too soon. I am in shock. To my beautiful friend and sister, I love you. Between us, we have 8 kids who are all cousins. We are and will always be a family. I will look after yours, and you will look after and guide us all. We love you forever. May God bless your journey. We will never stop crying for you." Those weren't just words. Kimora meant every one of them. But according to reports, stepping in for the girls hasn't been easy. Allegedly, both Diddy and Janice have repeatedly tried to keep Kimora at a distance. Sources claim they deliberately blocked her from spending time with Jessie and Delilah, and even tried to stop her own children from seeing them, fearing that Kimora's presence might spark questions or challenge the story they were being told about their upbringing and their mother's tragic death. It reportedly didn't stop at controlling access. Kimora has allegedly been harassed, bullied, and threatened, enough to make her step away from social media and go completely quiet for a while. But now, Kimora's back, and from what it sounds like, she's ready to fight. After Cassie's lawsuit made headlines, Kimora Lee posted a cryptic message to her Instagram story. As you sow, so shall you reap. At first, people weren't sure what to make of it, but just days later, something terrifying happened. Kimora's home mysteriously caught fire while she and her children were inside. Thankfully, everyone made it out safely. But the timing, way too suspicious for comfort. There's speculation that someone didn't want Kimora getting too close to the truth or standing with Cassie in public. And if anyone knows how to spot subtle threats, it's Kimora. According to her, this wasn't the first time she felt targeted after crossing paths with Diddy. Back in 2004, during an interview with New York Magazine, Kimora revealed a tense moment with him, one that crossed the line. The article states that during a heated exchange, Diddy allegedly threatened to hit her while she was pregnant. Kimora didn't hold back, calling him a moron and expressing how shocked she was by his behavior. The piece also mentions that Diddy later got down on his knees in public to apologize. Kimora, trying to be gracious, acknowledged his business success, but threw a little shade too, saying everything he does seems like he's emulating my husband. That line turned heads, because at the time, her husband was Russell Simmons, who's also been the subject of serious allegations involving mistreatment of women. Kimora clearly wasn't afraid to call it like she saw it, and that honesty may be one of the reasons why she's faced so much pushback. Still, none of this has stopped her from trying to do right by Kim Porter's children. Ever since Kim's passing, Kimora has made it her mission to keep her best friend's memory alive and support the kids she left behind. Now that Diddy's legal troubles seem to be catching up to him, Kimora is stepping in more, trying to be a steady presence for Jesse and Delilah when they need it most. But here's the big question. Will Janice Combs try to keep blocking her out? There are still rumors that Janice doesn't want Kimora around the twins. Maybe because she knows Kimora isn't afraid to ask the hard questions. And with so many eyes now on Diddy, people are starting to ask something even bigger. Should Janice be held accountable too? That's the conversation stirring up in comment sections everywhere. And now that the spotlight is heating up, people are asking, should Janice be held accountable too? That's what's got the internet buzzing right now. So what do you think? Should Janice face consequences alongside Diddy? Is Kimora in danger for speaking out? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Let's talk about it. Like this video if you're keeping up with the story. Share it with someone who needs to see it. And don't forget to subscribe for more updates as this unfolds, because this story is far from over.